No, I'm talking about during this podcast. So we were talking about it when
we've referenced it here and there. I would say.
Did you like it? Did you like the way it ended?
I completely liked it, except for I got to be careful about how we say this.
Put the racist pants on. Here we go.
But I think okay, racist pants. Here we go. Inequality, and I want more money than everyone else. Okay, cool. I pull up my pants one leg at a time. Okay.
The Human Torch was the Knight of Bankload.
I was just doing vocal warm-ups earlier, and I decided to make up my own. I don't know how it went though.
Probably not good if you don't remember.
Yeah. It wasn't good enough to last. I wanted to try to make up a few and just tell you that they were real, and just see if you would do them anyway.
I probably would have. I'm pretty stupid at times.
At times is a generous way to put it. Sure.
I'll come at you, AJ.
Come at me. Come on me. What? Speaking of cum, that's a really hot Sailor Moon shirt you have on right now. Yeah,
it's technically Yvonne's. They gifted it to her, but she has no idea what the fuck Sailor Moon is. So the cum up. No,
absolutely. It fits you like a dream. It's actually really sick.
Where are you going? We're not recording yet. We just met up. But I don't want to interrupt AJ. That's rude of me to be like, shut the fuck up, AJ. My woman's talking.
If anything, it should go the other way around.
What do you mean?
Now they're both yelling at me.
Both loves of your life.
What are we drinking today?
Well, we are drinking some more Truly, actually. This time around, it's going to be by John's request, actually, their new punch flavors, right? Summer punch stuff.
Yes.
Hells yeah. If the last episode we recorded was any inclination as to what they can actually do when you give them a chance, and then also if you try to save up a burp, it's not going to end well. I don't know if I want to try that again today. I'll try, but I'm not going to try that hard. Not as hard as last time. I almost died.
Are we bringing back the challenge? Are we doing the same thing we did last time?
It's only been one episode. Maybe we shouldn't. I'll just rest assured there will be burping this episode to everyone watching and listening. So
the run back.
As far as the order goes, I figured just what's on the box from left to right. So I have it memorized. It's fruit, berry, trop, and then citrus.
I think I might be missing one.
Oh shit. Okay.
I have fruit.
I think you were missing one last time too. The fruit's the red one. We got purple berry. We have tropical, which is like a nice little cool color. Citrus, nice. And then there's like a baby blue.
Tropical! I got all four!
We got them all. Nice. Did you say you had the red fruit one? Nice. Cool.
All right. Oh, man. I didn't think I was drinking 4 today.
We don't have to. Last time we did.
Yeah, and we did on a very short time limit.
Yes, we did.
I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Hey, by the way, how fucked up were you after that?
Extremely.
Trashed?
Trashed. Easily. For free. It was bad. But it was fun. I have a newfound respect for hard seltzers like I was talking about earlier. I didn't think it was possible to catch a real buzz from one. But no, your boy couldn't walk straight for like 20 minutes.
I got trashed. I think I went to dinner after that. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't drink anymore. I was like, I am way too drunk to taste this chicken.
Newfound respect, easily. It's got to be crazy.
Fuck my shit up.
That said, shall we just get into it then? Get to start with the fruit punch.
Let's do it.
Berry, trop, sit. All right.
What does it smell like, AJ?
Ooh, it smells like cheap liquor. That's what it smells like to me.
Yeah, that I didn't think about it that way, but yeah, it's good.
Go ahead.
I've had this already. It tastes like somebody put fake sugar in my fucking fake liquor.
So maybe we'll get a fake buzz off it. We'll see what happens. All right. 5% coming at you. Let's do this.
Man, cheers.
Not too bad.
Look at your face. It lingers. That was my
more
thing
syrupy than I thought. More syrupy.
Yeah, it just lingers too much for John.
Like they really make like I was wondering. I was like, what makes a seltzer or a punch seltzer? Now I'm understanding. It feels like they added a little more sugar to it. It's only 2 grams though.
I mean,
It's not that much.
I'm the keto king right now. Oh my god,
Oh.
it's 3.
Oh yeah, how has your keto journey been going lately?
Good. I think I've lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks. That I've been doing this for keto. God. I've lost a little bit more than that because before keto, we had a Palm Spring adventure, but around that time I had already started slowing down on drinking, like just drastically, and even coffee. I mean, God, I haven't had like. Okay, let me take that back. Before Saturday, I hadn't had a cup of coffee in like a month and a half. I like completely just cut all of that shit off.
It's Thursday when we're recording this, so we're going for almost a week right now. We're almost there.
I lasted a month and a half, and I was like, I need some fucking coffee. But the Red Bull addiction has skyrocketed. So one evil for the other, you know.
Fair enough. Yeah, what makes the difference there? What does black coffee, like pure black coffee, does that break ketosis? Do you know?
No, not at all. It's super good for you in a sense, but it's also bad for you. You know, your blood pressure gets your heart racing, makes you more anxious, and all that fun stuff.
Oh, and most definitely.
I've kind of found that I feel like coffee's more of a dependency than it is a need because I mean, I haven't. Don't get me wrong. Some mornings I'm fucking hating my life, but after about an hour, I'm up and ready. And then let me take back what I said a little earlier too. Okay. I do go a few days without Red Bull too. I only really get Red Bulls when I'm really hating myself in the morning.
That's fair. But honestly, I don't mind a good energy drink in the morning every once in a while. I don't want it like with breakfast. I don't want it to be the first thing in my stomach, but like to get my day revved up, I'm cool. I'm more of like an early afternoon, like kind of like energy drink kind of guy, you know? Once the engine's already kind of chugging along a little bit. Otherwise, I feel like it fucks my shit up real bad.
I'm also fasting, so I only really eat once a day. So it's kind of like the sugar-free kind of helps me because it's only like 10 calories. So it doesn't take me out of the fast, whatever the fuck it puts you in. I don't remember, but ketosis. Yeah, keto. Oh my God. It's just like you're literally just eating to stay alive. That's basically it.
It sounds fun.
And I'm so miserable. This is by far one of the worst diets I've ever been on. I mean, but I mean, I'm getting results. The clothes is definitely getting looser. So, I miss bread.
You heard it here first. Make the man a sandwich. I'm going to give you a sandwich on your wedding day.
Fuck, just treat me like a duck. I'll sit right outside of the pond. Just throw some crumbs at me.
So how much longer do you need to go with this keto diet? How long's the plan?
I want to do it until August 7th.
Okay, that's great planning then on your part. So, very good.
Well, the reason that is because August 7th is when we're going to go to the Orange County Fair.
Nice.
So that's the most appropriate time to break keto.
Absolutely. I'm sure you can find some real keto friendly dietary, options at the county fair. Absolutely.
No. I'm gonna eat all the bread. Is this keto friendly, sir? Yes, it is. Fuck you. I'm gonna get the
nachos. Just unwarranted rudeness. I love it.
And then from there, I plan to just do Atkins. That's the plan. I think I'm going to do Atkins, which is just low carb.
I was going to say that's like just low calorie, low carb diet or something like that, right?
So I'm thinking about it, but I know I got a random text message when my ass was asleep because I'm an old man. I'm usually in bed by 9:30. Yeah, stuff's going to be happening on August 17th. So even if I wanted to, I don't think I could keto because the bitch part about keto is you have to be strict keto basically the entire time. But to enter ketosis, you have to be strict keto for the 2 weeks or else you'll never get to ketosis where your body starts
eating
stuff.
itself.
Yeah, basically.
You're when your ass starts eating its own ass.
It's a lot of ass to eat. I may never go hungry.
Could feed a third world country with that ass. Come, children.
You gotta pay. Nah, you gotta pay.
Absolutely. You can find John in his OnlyFans account where you too can have a bite of that ass. Absolutely.
I'm not afraid of sharing.
No, there you go. See, can't say the same for her fiance, but we'll see what happens. If she knows it's for humankind, maybe she'll make an exception.
Ooh, this is not getting any smoother. So
I know, right? Should we just fight through these? We have 4 of them to drink within an hour or so.
Should have timed ourselves. Just with more of a time limit than the fucking 6 minutes or 7 minutes we had.
I know. God damn.
If you guys haven't listened to that episode, please do yourselves the favor. We get drunk very quickly, very burpy, very quickly.
Just last episode you're talking about, right?
Oh, yeah.
God damn. Right. Thank you for everyone that's actually coming back. We took a good long break for a while. Ever since we had technical difficulties, it was really discouraging, but I was able to find out that I actually have a lot of our assets. I had all of our must-have assets saved on my computer. I didn't even realize. So thank God. Nice. So immediately when I found it, I emailed them to us and to myself, and then I put them on our Google Drive and all that stuff.
So it's always
we
there.
Are safe.
It's always in the cloud.
It's always there. Yeah. And then I actually ordered a new external hard drive that's going to be coming tomorrow. So we'll be back in business pretty soon, but I do have to buy a new computer because this piece of shit, I don't think I'm going to be able to get okay. So on my external hard drive, I had an old version of iMovie and of GarageBand. I went to go on the App Store today, and with my current operating system, it will not run the latest versions. And so I'm trying to slowly install my way up to different operating systems, and I don't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work. I could try, and I did try earlier, and it didn't work out, but I'll try again tomorrow. We'll see. If worse comes to worse, I guess I got to make a Best Buy run or something. We'll see.
Oh shit. Well, and you're going to go with Mac again?
That's the easiest way to do it. I mean, I don't want to bore everyone with a computer talk if that's not your thing, but essentially it comes stock with the things you need as far as editing software goes. iMovie for free. If you want to upgrade to Final Cut or Adobe, whatever your thing is, Avid, you can do that. It comes with GarageBand for free. If you want, you can always upgrade yourself to Ableton, whatever it's an editing software you prefer. Yeah, it's what I use it for, essentially.
You could be using it for Halo.
That's true. Or lots and lots of pornography. Either one, really.
Yeah, well, Halo was code word for pornography. Now everybody.
Yvonne's gone right now. The girls are gone right now. We can say it out loud. It's all right. Wait, I think they're listening. Oh shit.
The triple lights.
Right. I speaking of Halo, I really want to start playing that again more.
You ever download it?
Oh yeah.
On your Xbox, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's time. You need to hit me up the next time you're free.
Right.
Peter and I have jumped on a few times now, and the rush is back.
Oh, really?
Rush is back. 100%. I know he plays it on his own now, and so do I.
Oh shit! Really?
I mean, I usually only get one match in right before bed, but you know, I can't go in mad soft.
Nah, for sure.
I need to be stiff.
You guys, what kind of game modes are you guys playing right now?
Team Slayer, team doubles. Oh well, nice. We actually they recently added rat race.
Okay.
So the last time we played, we actually did a rat race, which was fucking fun. I forgot how fun rat race is.
Is rat race when you get on the mongoose or on the? Is that what it is? And you ride on the back of it. And
your partner has the rockets.
That's right. That's such a fun game style. You're right.
Oh, it's amazing. It is amazing. We got fucked in team doubles. It was 25-3. It was bad. To the point that we resorted to rat race. I was like, I am no longer having fun, Peter. Snipe, dead.
Let's start shooting rockets at four-wheelers instead, please. Dear God. But team doubles is intense. That's one thing that I got kind of decent at in Halo 5, which is just call outs. Because, dude, the game requires a lot of team communication if you want to take it seriously. A lot. One thing I loved about when Halo 5 came out, and even right before that, whenever they'd have like the Halo Championship Series and all that, they'd give you like, every once in a while, they'd give you the audio feed of what the teams are saying. And you learn a lot from what they're saying. It's kind of neat. First burp of the episode, I think.
No, I burped earlier.
Ah, damn.
It was a lot manlier than that, too. But it's a little insulting that you didn't even acknowledge it.
Didn't even. No, not worth it.
So, Halo, since we're on the subject, I recently found out something really cool. Not about Halo, but hey, do you know how big the file is for Halo? First of all, the Master Chief Collection.
Well, it's at least 4 games, right? And I think now even bigger because I think they added Reach to it on top of that.
Reach is on it, yeah. There's like one playlist for each.
If I had to guess, I'll say 200 gigs.
Not that big.
Not that big. Okay.
Thank God. Jesus Christ. It's 160.
Okay. Jeez. I mean, 40 gigs is a big difference, but it's also rounding up. It's 200 essentially.
Technically, you're right. You're right. So
no, but dude, 160 is crazy. And granted, this isn't even like what is now considered current gen gaming. You know, like this is previous generations of gaming. Like totally, it's crazy. Like what? 2 of the games at least? No, 3 of the games that are on there. No, 4 of them. All 4 of them were from the 360 era, right? Because okay, Halo 1. Halo 1, they re-released on an upgraded version. They how can I explain it? They did like a definitive edition where they upgraded the graphics for Halo 1. I think they might have done the same for Halo 2. And then Halo 3, that's all Xbox 360. So crazy. Makes sense. Those games aren't even probably that big individually, but it's crazy that they add up to that. Wow.
And it's active. It's a really active scene. I mean, we've waited no longer than 2 or 3 minutes to play a match.
Oh, not bad. Okay. Not bad.
Yes. So we were going to play. Well, first of all, when I downloaded it, I had to fucking let it download overnight, which I'm sure most people have to do, right? It's a fucking bitch. So it downloaded, yada, yada. I played for a week. And then the following week, I tried playing it and it wasn't working. So I go to the Microsoft store and it uninstalls it. Fucking bitch. I was irritated. It was Saturday. I just finished watching Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 2. I wanted to shoot some people in the face, specifically Voldemort.
Vengeance.
And when the movie finished, I tried running Halo. It didn't work. So then I had to fucking download it again. And we, Yvonne and myself, we started watching Reign of Fire. Amazing movie if you haven't seen it.
Oh, hell yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. So anyone who hasn't, yeah. It's a fun movie for sure.
So as we're watching the movie, I'm seeing my download speed and it's hitting 50 megabits. Yeah, megabits, which is relatively fast.
Yeah, solid for sure.
So, and I was like, wow, this is downloading pretty fast. Well, not downloading pretty fast, but the download speed was fast. I'm not used to seeing 50 megs of download. And so I was like, I'm going to try connecting this directly to the router. And I'm curious to see how fast it goes. So I finished watching the movie, which was amazing. Oh, shit, you finished yours. And I finally connected it to the router. And I think I had maybe 80 gigs downloaded. Oh, and I connected it to the router. And it started downloading at 240 megs.
Holy shit. Nice.
It downloaded the last 100 in like 2 hours.
Wow. Crazy.
And then once I finished downloading it, I actually did an internet speed test. It was shooting at 512.
Whoa, cool. Cool, bro.
Jesus speeds. Jesus speeds.
That also needs to be on a Beer Belly shirt.
Jesus speed 512 megs. Jesus speeds.
I just want the image to be like Jesus racing the Flash, racing Superman, and Jesus looking a little nervous about it, like looking down at Superman's feet and Flash's feet, like, am I about to lose this right now? Just like a little drop of sweat on his forehead.
Just a little though.
Right. And they're going to be racing on top of water as well. It's going to be amazing.
I respect that shirt. I want it now.
Absolutely. Don't steal that idea. On that note, shall we grab our next one? I'm going to grab a couple flavors at once, just so that way they're there.
All right.
I'll be right back. That boy. I will, and we'll be right back. All right, we're back in there.
Progress. Oh, wait, let me record.
Progress. Okay. Do record.
There we go.
You ready for the next one?
No, but let's do it.
Punch of Doom.
The purple one?
Purple one.
You got that purple drink?
This is the one I was most excited for, to be honest with you. Just for the color alone.
This one may be the better one, but I don't remember.
We got a little bit of raspberry, blueberry, and strawberry involved.
On Saturday, I took these over to my parents, and I ended up getting champagne wasted. Because I'm on keto. And I don't remember this one. I know I drank it.
Wait, did you get champagne wasted before drinking the seltzers? Is that why?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was a lot. It was like this huge thing of champagne.
Mm-hmm.
And I finished that, and my parents were like, "We have this one. Nobody's touched it. Well, let's fucking do it."
Hell yeah. What did you say the occasion was?
Just chilling.
It sounds nice. It sounds nice. Absolutely. Just a nice day of chilling at the at the Molina household. No big deal. Shit.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope. And as always, for the video viewers, I'm going to show you what the color looks like on this one.
Is it purple?
Actually, it does look a little purple.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I didn't think it was going to do that. I thought it was just going to be like clear, like usual. Interesting. So we got some artificial colors and flavors going on here. And this, of course, they did truly squeeze the blackberry into the seltzer itself.
That is the saddest looking berry punch I've ever seen in my life.
I know, right? Well, it's got a whopping 2 grams of sugar in there, so I guess that goes.
Oh, this one has a little bit more sugar.
Well, it's technically 1 gram of sugar, but then it includes 1 gram of added sugar as well.
Okay.
So, you know, just high level math, no big deal. Check out my degrees.
So, AJ, I've been so anxious to ask you this. I'm unbelievably curious to know the answer.
I'm afraid to know what the question is, but go on.
After we did our last episode, you know, we took a break. But before we took the break, we stocked up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I still have it.
The whole collection? The whole set?
Whenever you're ready, sir. Whenever ketosis is broken, 7th. Let's do it.
August 7th. Let's record the episode right when I'm done with the fair. I'll be so drunk too. I'm gonna be beer wasted. I miss
your body
beer.
Will not be used to it. That's such a good point. To heavy beer like that anymore. And we have some good stuff planned.
I am a little sad that we took that break because we bought some interesting beers. Let's say it like that. But I'm glad that you didn't drink any. I'm so happy you didn't. Oh my god, I'm excited. Come August 7th.
August 7th.
As long as you can deal with that. I'll keep suggesting keto friendly. This is keto month, guys. Join us.
Keto month. There you go. We're only one of us is doing it, but if you guys want to join, John, go ahead. Have fun with that. You want your ass to eat your own ass? Go for it.
Only if you got the ass, though. That's the problem. I do.
That's true. If you don't have an ass, you might have a Hank Hill situation.
Jesus had extra clay for me. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So right now, before we start recording, I kind of hurt my leg a little bit, my foot, because I've been walking around a lot. So today I hurt my foot when I was on break, when I was taking my walk. So I asked my boss if I can come home early but still work, because I can work remotely every once in a while, because I'm still in a little bit of pain, but I'm getting drunk, so it don't matter. So when I got home, my fiance was watching Blade. That movie still holds up. By the way, superhero bod. Like, I didn't remember how buff he was.
Oh, Wesley Snipes? Absolutely. Yeah.
full 6-pack, fucking guns.
Yep.
I thought we didn't actually get somebody buff until the MCU, or was it Superman before the MCU?
That's a good question. Superman Returns was before the MCU, but
don't, that's not a Superman movie. What the fuck? I'm talking about Henry Cavill's Superman.
Man of Steel. No, that was not pre MCU, not at all. No.
But did it come out before Captain America? Because I want to say Captain America was when we first saw like the bod.
I'm pretty sure Captain America was before that. I could be wrong.
Okay.
That's true, because prior to that, we had guys that didn't need to be buff, which were, I mean, we had Incredible Hulk and then Iron Man, 2 movies where the heroes didn't have to be buff at all, It was more about the suit or more about the power that made them strong rather than they themselves already be chiseled.
You know who makes me a little upset because he's still doing like those old school tactics is Shazam. I don't remember the actor's name.
Zachary Levi.
Yeah. I know he got a little ripped for it, but then they gave him that bodysuit that was fucking
right.
It wasn't no.
I mean, I'm sure.
Let me share my screen, sir.
Okay. Oh, absolutely. Oh, is that on loud right now?
Shackling me.
I'm gonna shackle you to the end of your days. Let's see here. Multiple participants. All right, you're good.
Okay, where is it at? Yeah, let's do this.
Let's see. Oh man.
Oh yeah, here we go.
If you're not yet watching the video version, pause what you're listening to, and at the same time code on YouTube, jump on. Also, look at all the pornographic tabs that John has open as well.
It's so many.
Job opportunities in pornography.
Who is that?
John opportunities as a cameraman for pornography. So yeah, very good.
I'm gonna have that pervert stash too.
Why are you looking at all these buff men?
Because I was trying to find Superman and
I don't know. I don't see any Superman at all in this.
Okay, steroids. How many steroids do you think Chris Hemsworth took from going from here to here in 1 year?
Is that really the difference in 1 year?
He was really skinny. I remember seeing him in Star Trek. He was the dad.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy what a year does. Oh my god.
So let's see. Let's do this. Okay. Superman, Man of Steel. Okay. I'm just curious. Here we go. Wait, when was this release, Agent? Let's find out.
I was gonna guess 2013. There you go.
Okay. Captain America.
First Avenger.
First Avenger. This one came out
2011.
So Captain America was first. You're right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So what about the second
first time we got America's ass?
Captain America 2. What was part 2 called? Is it Winter Soldier?
Winter Soldier, baby. Yeah, that's your favorite MCU movie or one of
3 is Civil War. I mean, yeah. Although Civil War is Avengers. I mean,
No, it's Captain America.
No, it's Avengers. When you have every one of the Avengers in the movie who have the equal amount of time.
Yeah.
Plus the whole gay bromance story going on. It's an Avengers movie.
Oh my God. Speaking of which, did you see that tweet that went viral? Like about that conversation where Captain America and Tony Stark are having that conversation together where they're like talking shit mad on one another?
No.
It's part of Civil War and everything like that. It's when Tony's trying to talk Cap into signing on and everything. And Cap's, it's been like a week since I saw the tweet, but it was really funny. This random lady was just like, I can't believe my man's just talked to him like that. Essentially, was basically the idea of what she was saying. Like every kind of like curve that Captain America tried to throw at Tony Stark, he kept deflecting with something else, and it was really funny. And at one point, someone else tweeted like, "There's one split moment where Tony Stark calls out Captain America, and then Captain America looks toward Bruce Banner. Camera cuts to Bruce Banner, and he's like." and I think the guy said something like, "You really gonna let this motherfucker talk to me this way, man?" like he's asking Bruce Banner for backup.
Is this your boy? This your
exactly.
Boy? You both getting clapped.
It's so good. It's so good. Oh my God, the MCU is gold though. But anyway.
Yep. So Captain America started it. Well, Blade did. That was the point I was trying to.
Oh yes, Buff man Wesley Snipes. That said, though, in Blade 3, when Ryan Reynolds came along, he was very ripped as well.
He was Deadpool. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That was pre-Deadpool.
Yeah. He had the swords and everything too, didn't he?
And he had the same snarky attitude. I mean, the second I saw that movie, I was old enough to know who Deadpool was, because Blade 2 and 1, I was like, whoa. But yeah, I saw this guy and I was like, oh yeah, that's Deadpool. How is he not Deadpool?
He has the most snarky, best line in the whole entire movie, where he says, what does he call them? A cock-juggling thunder cunt. Jesus Christ. What a combination of words.
And then he also has the fuck me and then fuck me sideways. I think he said something like that when he's about to die at the end. God,
is that why you say fuck me sideways?
Yeah. It's 100% the reason why I say. And you've yet to do it. So take the hint, bro.
I'm not picking up the hints. I'm sorry. You're laying it out there and I'm just right over the head. Right over the curls.
You know, my ass eats its own ass. If you're into
that is a talent in and of itself, actually.
Yeah.
Again. $17.99 is what people are paying on OnlyFans monthly for that shit. So, holla.
But and the movie still holds up. The CGI is pretty dated.
I can imagine.
I was watching. I was like, "Holy shit, this is really bad." But overall, I still really love it, and it just gets me more hype for the new Blade. It's still Spider-Man slightly more.
Oh wow! Only because of the possible cameos involved?
No, because of the guaranteed cameos.
Oh, okay. Well, last I heard, Tobey Maguire is still on the fence about things, as far as like he's not sure if he's gonna be willing to do it. But why wouldn't you? Like, you get to relive your legacy all over again in a super fun way. Like, it would be, honestly, out of all the past Supermen or Spider-Men, there's not that many of them cinematically speaking, but he's the one I would want to see the most.
Who again?
Tobey Maguire.
He said he wasn't going to be in it?
He apparently there was it might be his agent that's causing the problem, because apparently that's usually the case. But yeah, he wanted more money and all. I'm hoping he's going to be in it. How you can't miss out on an opportunity like that or a paycheck like that. You know?
Have you heard the rumors? Like, I don't know if you want me to tell you some of the. They're not official spoilers. They're just rumors.
Anyone who doesn't want to, maybe jump ahead 5 minutes just to be safe. But go ahead.
Right. Go ahead. So the rumor is the big bad of this movie is going to be the Green Goblin.
I have heard that. So, which would be sick.
There is no way you're not going to include the original Spider-Man.
Right. He's going to be the one to like let him know about it. Yeah.
They're in it. I mean, they're in it. They can play stupid all day. When you have Jamie Foxx from one movie and you have fucking Dr. Octopus and the Green Goblin from the other series, come on.
Right.
I'm not that ignorant. I might be wearing a Sailor Moon shirt, but I ain't ignorant.
I don't know what Sailor Moon has to do with it. Leave her out of it, man.
No, I'm trying to say I'm smarter than that. Oh wait,
when your superpowers activate, you lose your clothes too. It's okay. Same thing happened in Kill la Kill as well.
I don't know. I've been naked a lot of times in my life. I have not gotten any powers when I get undressed. Does it have to be in public though, like the way she does it?
Yeah, out of nowhere,
just
exactly.
twirl around. Only if you're throwing sprinkles, not sprinkles, glitter on me as I'm twirling.
Or sprinkles. It's okay. They're edible still. Someone will eat it.
I got to get my mouth closed though.
That's true. Ketosis.
Yeah, you bitch.
Well, I found our new Instagram short. Nice.
That's some fucked up shit, AJ.
I dare you. That's how you'll break ketosis, by eating some random stray sprinkles.
Spinning around naked, having sprinkles thrown at me.
Yes, that's all I want in life.
Dance,
that's
John.
all I want in life.
Dance.
But again, Willem Dafoe being in Spider-Man in the latest one would be sick. I would go crazy.
Oh my god, Willem Dafoe is fucking yeah.
I mean, there's the silly moments in the first movie. There is, but that was also like a movie of its time.
Yeah,
it's a movie of its time, but it's still badass in certain ways. Though, don't get me wrong. It's still really a pretty cool movie for the most part.
The way he died, I think that's also where they have the slow mo, right? Where he fucking jukes the missiles or some shit like that, right?
They reference it in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which is so cool. when they have the Green Goblin, like little exploding saws that come at you,
and then he gets the spider web and he fucking chucks him back. Oh,
yep.
Too bad I don't like that character in those games.
I kind of want to. He seems like so much fun.
Hey, Marvel 3 is not dead. We still playing it.
The older game is less dead than the newer game. That's sad.
Oh yeah, and there's like such a resurgence for Marvel versus Capcom 3. It is amazing. Mm-hmm. The resurge, and I mean even new players just ooh.
And they're probably not even that new of players. For all we know, maybe they just got really good within
the last, if you and I just eventually got good at it, right? Like we've played it for so long that we finally
eventually we get up there. If we would have never stopped, sir, if you would have never stopped, I'm
pretty good.
I don't doubt.
I'm pretty good.
I've seen you.
I'm trying to learn the infinites right now because it's time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you should definitely watch Peter and myself play. There's even more shit talking than there ever was before.
I hope so, because I feel like I haven't experienced enough of that between you two. So absolutely,
yeah.
We might have to edit up like a little play, like just a recording of you guys playing together. That might be really fun.
Well, hopefully we can all play offline on August 17th, 18th, maybe. I don't know.
Just know that you and I, at the very least, are going to have a nice time together. And maybe other people might be involved.
If nobody else comes, but it's just you, I'm okay with that.
Romantic getaway.
That's all I need. Oh, it's a getaway. Are you taking me to Cancun, Europe?
Cancun. Exactly. Speaking of Cancun, shall we move on to the next beer? Or seltzer? Oh. I'm starting to feel something. It's feeling magical.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting sweaty. I'm getting hot.
It was either the fruit or the berry. I'm not sure which, but I'm feeling something. I got it right here, though. Now? I came ready. Tropical.
Oh, okay.
Got the beautiful tropical punch, truly hard seltzer right here in front of you. If you have not yet, subscribe to the Beer Belly Podcast YouTube channel. Just search Beer Belly Podcast. Go figure.
Beer Belly.
All the socials listed in the description of every episode. Yes. Why do I have such airy burps? I mean, occasionally I do, but I feel like it's more around sin, where I just have like these eruptive burps where it comes from the soul.
Well, my fiance puts me to shame. So if anything,
nice.
She's made me lower my burping skills because I'm so scared.
Well, pound for pound, she is the vastly more consistent burper compared to me. She doesn't toot all that much, admittedly, but woman, if you just give her a pat on the shoulder, 2 seconds later she's gonna burp. It's the craziest thing.
You know,
I don't know.
Since we're on
it's amazing how easily she burps.
Oh, Yvonne too. Oh my god! But since we're on the subject of bevels.
Yes.
Since I've ketoed, I can't remember the last time I beveled. I don't know.
That might not be good. You need that for survival.
I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign.
It might be bad. Are you saying maybe since you're in ketosis right now, or on the way to be at least, maybe it's just so airy and light you don't even notice it. Rather than if you eat like 5 soft tacos where it's girdly, it's like blah. Right now it's more of like a pew.
You forgot the pinky. The poo.
Exactly. It's like a nice little fancy fart. Yeah, exactly. If anything, I think we should rename it, because a toot is like a cute way of saying fart, but I think it's more of like a phew. That's what it's called.
Oh my god. How you enjoying that one?
Now that we didn't really talk about the last one, but this one is it's not bad.
Ooh, I have a monster burp just ready to release.
Not a king burp. Oh my god. Jesus.
Maybe king burp. Maybe king burp. Oh,
ready to release the army, waiting. That was the best line of last episode.
I can't believe the
Leaps
way
and bounds. I randomly rewatched that like today.
it's so good. I absolutely enjoy that. But the clip you made, like when I hear the episode, it's like, oh, AJ did some great editing, because seeing that 30-second clip and how I'm jumping from, I don't know how you're feeling, but I got this king burp ready to release the army, and then you jump cut me to like a massive burp.
I found the king burp. He was just a little further along. He was holding back the army for a while longer, that's all. But boy, when he released them, did he do
I
so.
can't believe I said something fucking stupid like that.
It's one of the best things I've ever heard anyone say. It reminded me of that dick, Lord Denethor. Since you recently rewatched the Lord of the Rings trilogy, the steward of Gondor, where he gives up his son.
Oh yeah.
He's like eating the tomatoes and he's biting his lip and he's bleeding and everything. He's like, caw. And then finally he decides, okay, I'll fight or whatever. Or he kills himself, right? Doesn't he like run off the cliff?
He gets set on fire because I think he wants to set his son, who's still alive, on fire, and they don't allow it to happen. Was he under a spell, or was he just crazy batshit loony?
Okay, so I feel like maybe that's something that if we read the books, we'd better understand, because I've watched that movie at least 10 times and I still couldn't tell you exactly what the fuck his problem was.
Now, have you seen the extended cut version of that, or just the original?
Of Return of the King? Maybe once. Like, and if I did, it was probably like a decade ago.
Oh, I don't know if it's still on there. I know it was on there last month, but HBO Max has the extended cuts.
Oh, that's so sick. I didn't know that. They have
the original and the extended. I was like, there's no way we're watching that extended cut.
How long is it, if you had to guess?
I think it's 4 hours.
Oh, so like Snyder Cut status.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. But from my understanding, it is good if you want to know more backstory of each character. Then it's worth the watch.
Okay. Well, I mean that's why you read the books though too, to know the backstories.
I'm super good. I'm good. I would rather watch the extended cut. Next question.
Right. You get to know the backstory of the moss growing on the rock a lot better, actually, if you read the books. So, you get to know the time that the moss came about, how long it had sat there on the rock, how many heroes walked by it and was like, oh, that's some nice moss in the rock. Later.
I honestly think I'm more likely to read a Game of Thrones book than a Lord of the Rings book.
Well, you have become more of a Game of Thrones fan, I would say.
I haven't finished it. I'm close to finishing it, but yeah.
Are you now? Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're on season 7 because I believe there's 8 seasons.
Yeah, one more season to go, I think. Yeah. That one's cut in like half anyway, right?
So is season 7. I thought season 7, it's not in half. Seasons 1 through 6 are 10 episodes. Season 7 is 7 episodes, and I think season 8 is the same. It's 6 or 7.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just wondering if maybe that happened because they couldn't depend on the books anymore, so they couldn't stretch out to 10 episodes each season.
Right. I mean, they went to George R.R. Martin to ask, okay, what happens next? And I'm sure he has a Bible full of it, but at the same time, it's not the same as actually reading the full literature, like he might fleshed out to what his full vision became.
He might have point A, point B, and point C, or what I should say is 1, 5, and 10. That's what he gave them, but we didn't, he didn't have 2, 3, 4 written out yet. And then 6, 7, he had the middle and the end, and just like
the major plot points, probably.
That's it. That's what I feel like. Like, why would you cut a show that a lot of people consider the very best show ever created? And I don't agree with that, but a lot of people do, and cut it down. It makes no sense. And that's why they got fired, and they're not making a Star Wars movie.
That could have been so sick too. I mean, that said though, I feel like Rian Johnson did a great job with Last Jedi. I'll argue that to the end of my days. There's problems with it, but it's definitely not the worst Star Wars movie ever. It's not the prequel trilogy. But
I've said this before, and I still mean it. The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars that Star Wars has ever Star Wars.
Another beautiful line by you. I agree.
Just period. It. Come at me, bros. Tell me something that's better than the Mandalorian. Don't hit me with the trequels. The original fucking trilogy was it's not that good. I like Star
classic,
Wars,
but yeah,
and it might be because I grew up more of a Trekkie person. You know, my dad was very into Star Trek, and there was a lot more Star Trek TV movie content than there was Star Wars.
Oh, by far and away. Like there's
many.
Pound for pound, they have way more content. More content. So, and probably at least as many movies. I would guess more. At this point.
More.
Maybe not 9 movies. Maybe not 9 movies.
Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
You're saying Star Trek doesn't have 9 movies? The original movies have like 5. The original cast, and then when you go to Enterprise and Next Generation, some of those have like 3 or 4 movies. I'm gonna Google it. I think
Enterprise, Enterprise and Next Generation, that's like the same thing, right?
Yeah,
with Captain Picard.
Yeah,
I think there were 2 or 3 movies for those.
There's Voyager. How many Star Trek movies are there? Because now I'm very curious.
Sure.
Oh,
Find a
no.
recent article.
It corrected me to Shark. You want me to? Star Trek.
Go for it. Might as well. For the video.
Okay. For the video people. Let's do it. Screen. Let's see. Again,
as far as the video versions of this podcast goes, one thing I do pride myself on is that whatever time code you're at when you're listening to the audio version, you're going to pretty much have the same exact time code for the video version as well, and vice versa. So it's just something to consider. 13 movies?
Star Wars is close. I actually think Star Wars might be at 12.
I thought, I guess expanded universe wise, yeah. But as far as mainline, Star Wars has 9.
Yeah, but then...
Well, then you got Solo. You got,
that's what I'm saying.
Rogue One and everything. That's fair.
Yeah, and then... Star Trek, it's not 13 movies of the same cast. It's like 8 of one cast, 4 of the other, and then of the brand new trilogy, which I enjoy. I thought all 3 of them were great.
Oh no, absolutely.
Although people hated Into Darkness for whatever reason.
Honestly, there was only one part of it that I didn't really care for, but otherwise, I love that movie.
Do you remember seeing it in IMAX and then the ship's coming down like this, and you're like. And I'm
everything in that movie was amazing. the con fight scene was so cool when they're fighting in traffic. It was amazing. Mm-hmm. I mean, fighting in traffic sounds like a random 90s action movie, but it's a little more involved than that. But it's super fun. And
it's super shitty that we're not getting a part 4. We were supposed to get a part 4 of that series. I don't know if you know about that. Yeah. It was supposed to be from Captain Kirk.
J.J. Abrams?
I don't. Probably it's his studio, Bad Robot. Captain Kirk was supposed to meet up with his dad. It was supposed to be like another time travel alternate.
That would have been sick.
So it would have been buff Chris Hemsworth with Chris Pine.
Let me show you some.
The Chris's.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Chris Pine might be
for sure
for the 2 minutes he's in that movie. He's like one of my favorite Spider-Man, actually.
Wait, what?
He plays the Spider-Man that dies in Spider-Verse. The blonde one?
Oh, not the funny one. I know who you're.
But I like how quintessential Spider-Man he is for like those 2 minutes. So like he's fighting crime, he's beating the fuck out of him. He has a weakness because Green Goblin's fucking crazy in that movie. But at the end of the day, he passes on the torch to Miles. He's like, "Hey kid, like you can do this. You can do this. Like, trust me. Oh my God, there's someone else like me here. Okay, this is what you need to do. Handle shit."
Dead.
Yep. But right before that, though, he's super awesome. I love him.
Yeah, but that's not Spider-Man.
I think Chris Pine is so cool.
That's not Spider-Man, though. Spider-Man has never had his life together.
I mean,
that man has gone through drama.
Which is why he died.
He needed to. That's why we had the real Spider B Parker.
Yes, exactly.
Who personally is my favorite Spider-Man, but I am also I'm a die-hard fan of New Girl, and he is 100% Nick as Spider-Man. Like,
100%
to the T. To the T. It was like, this is what happens if you put Nick from New Girl in a Spider-Man costume.
Yep. Oh, so true. It is kind of crazy how much he lets his personality through with that character. But it seems as though it was like written for him. I wouldn't doubt.
Almost. 100%. I wonder if the person who wrote that one was like, I love New Girl. This is this guy. And then
it doesn't look like him, like the CGI render of the character.
No, of course
but
not.
Personality wise, completely
100%. The sweatpants. I think he wears the sweatpants for most of that goddamn movie.
Yes. I've only probably seen Spider-Verse the whole way through. Maybe like twice, which is not enough, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not enough, though. Sin has probably seen it like 5 times. I
think Peter's at like 12. So
Jesus. It is the best Spider-Man movie we've ever had, I think.
Yeah. Well, until the new one comes out. The new Spider-Man. It's not Far From Home, right? No, that's
Far From Home was the last one.
What is this new one called? No Way Home?
No Way Home.
Too many homes. Too many.
Homecoming was the first one, right?
Yeah, which I ended up enjoying. It took me like 2 years to see that.
It took you a long time to watch the movie, and it's so worth it.
To force me to watch it, for me to watch it, to find out you didn't watch it, you goddamn person.
Well, I had seen it before.
But when we started getting into the nitty gritty of things, you were like, I didn't see the movie.
Oh, fuzzy on the details. I forgot that. Wait, you're saying his suit talks? I don't remember that.
What?
High school problems? I thought he was a retiree.
Did we go through an entire Falcon Winter Soldier without recording? Like, did that show start when we took the pause and it ended before we started again?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, we've talked about it a couple times on this show, but not SD Geek Podcast.
No, I'm talking about during this podcast. So we were talking about it when
we've referenced it here and there, I would say.
Did you like it? Did you like the way it ended?
I completely liked it. Except for, okay, I got to be careful about how we say this.
Put the racist pants on. Here we go.
But I think, okay. Racist pants, here we go. Inequality, and I want more money than everyone else. Okay, cool. I pull up my pants one leg at a time, okay? And then I strap it on with my belt of injustice. So here we go.
That's a superhero I like.
What's his name? Inequity Man. There we go.
Oh my god.
So, don't ask me for donations, bitch. There we go. Okay.
Unless you're white.
Then the more the merrier. Okay. I'm leaning into Thor territory now with the speech. Anyway, so I enjoyed the show thoroughly from beginning to end. It only got better for me, to be honest with you. I will say, though, the show was very much preachy to a degree, a little heavy-handed on the preachiness as far as social justice, which is very fair. These are the times that we live in. I don't know if I need it in every Marvel movie that I watch, but at the same time, it was very much warranted.
It was,
and some of the scenes that I actually liked how they portrayed it. Actually,
yes,
scenes.
That's
but the
what
final
I was gonna
speech
say.
went on a couple lines too long.
Oh my god!
You and I have talked about this before. In our own, like outside of the show, you and I have talked about it. We have talked about it.
Cancel me. I don't care. That specific scene you're talking about is way too woke for me. It just is. I like you said when they make it a little subtle, like when he's walking through the neighborhood and the cop kind of is like, "Who the fuck are you?" That right there, it's like, oh yeah, that's what they go through,
right? And they only treat them good once they realize who they are.
Avenger.
Then that's what I like. Yeah, that's like, oh fuck, that feels real to me. You know?
Yeah, not him fucking standing there for 5 minutes giving me a speech and quoting Trump. I mean, I think at one point he kind of like indirectly said something about Trump, but it was just too woke for me. Again, just that one scene. You chop down that 5 minutes to 2 minutes, and I'm happy.
Right.
Be woke for 2 minutes.
It's probably not even a 5 minutes. It probably is a 2 minute scene, but the way that it's so pushing on, like the way that it calls politicians dumb that bad. I mean, clearly there are a lot of issues that we need to correct in this country. Clearly. And a lot of politicians are pretty dumb and old, and they're out of time. They should be out of the office that they're in. I believe that. But I don't know. It was just a little much for me in that scene in particular. That said, though, did I root for what he had to say? Yeah. When Sin and I watched that together, I was like, motherfucker has a point.
I think, like I said, they made those points more powerful in other ways.
Yes.
That was just the one time where it was like they're literally hand feeding me it, and I don't need
yeah.
I don't want that.
I already believe in everything that you're saying. You don't need to, add more on top of that. I'm already with you, brother. Or, you know what I mean?
When they introduced the black Captain America, the older gentleman.
Yeah, like, I love that though. I love.
Oh my god, that was so powerful so when he was like
sick.
People
how
like
they
us
just
don't
cast him aside and threw him away.
And even at the end, when he gets like his own little haul, and it's like, this person did this, that tier. That's what I like.
Yeah.
That, just don't. But that being said, the other gripe I have with it is you can tell it was rushed. But I also know that they were filming this movie during COVID.
Yeah. They had to stop production multiple times.
Did you hear about the subplot that they ended up removing?
I don't remember. I watched the making of it, but I don't remember that.
Oh, they're not going to say it in the making of it. But there is a subplot that they removed completely where they start. It's supposed to be about an outbreak.
Oh, wow.
And although I haven't done a second run of the show, I guess in the episode where they're like fighting on a moving vehicle of some sort, they actually talk about trying to find a cure to something. Like they briefly bring up that subplot. Like and that's it. They just removed it, and that's probably because COVID was happening.
Yeah, they deemed it unnecessary at that point.
What are the odds that they're making a show that has a subplot about an outbreak?
Right, we're trying to give escapism here. Let's not bring up the current times and everything like that. Honestly, I can't watch a movie or a show nowadays where people are in public and not think that looks a little weird. It's getting easier now that, at least in California, in our country in particular, people aren't wearing masks as much because a lot more people are vaccinated now than ever before, which is great. But at the same time, it still feels a little off to me, I'll admit, whenever I watch movies that are made like right now.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
So, or I've also told Sin, I'm like, whenever we watch older movies, I'm like, remember how we could just do that without a second thought?
Do you still wear your mask? Not at work.
I do.
When you go to the grocery stores and stuff?
Yes, I do. When I walk inside the building, I wear it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, right. Yvonne and I, we walked to the gas station to get me a Red Bull for the following morning. Very important meeting. And we forgot our masks. So we walked in, but we talked about it. We're like, this feels weird. And I bought my dad some beers from Bootleggers on Saturday, although I got champagne drunk. It felt super weird going into a brewery and not getting myself a beer.
Like just to chill on while you're waiting, whatever.
Oh, it wasn't even that long of a wait, but if I could have a beer, I probably would have asked Yvonne, can I have one beer, and then pick up my dad's beers to go. But when I got there, I was literally the only person wearing a mask. I literally felt like a minority. It was wow. I not feel comfortable. There was a good 20 people there, not one person.
To be fair, in Orange County, being brown, you are the minority. So,
well, I technically live in Santa Ana, so I'm good, bro.
Still within the county.
Yeah, the overall, yeah. Orange County.
Shall we jump into the final seltzer?
God damn it, AJ. I'm not. You keep finishing when I'm halfway.
All right. Well, you know what? You do the pluggies. I'll be right back. Let me grab the final one. That one I left in the fridge. I'll be right back. Tell them about how much you hate me.
I love AJ. But you can follow us at BeerBellyPod at Instagram. You can send us an email at beerbellypod@gmail.com. Give us some suggestions. We will literally drink just about anything. We're still pretty desperate about what we'll drink. Once we're done with the keto month, we do have some very fun alternative beers that we're going to be drinking. So happy that AJ did not drink them, and or his dad. But yeah, send us some suggestions. We're ready to get drunk. Now AJ's gonna have to edit out the rest of this because I have nothing else to say. Although he does have a Mario hat hanging right there. And that was from when AJ and I went on a bro date. When we went to go and see Empire of the Sun. Good times. Good times. You should have. Ow. You should have. Then I could have taken your life insurance. Yeah, he didn't hear me. I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, I barely caught something about shirts. God damn you.
Yeah, I said shirts. I think I missed some plugs, but I got the two important ones. Instagram and Gmail.
There you go. Just
Oh, and a YouTube at BeerBellyPod.
BeerBelly Podcast, yes. Absolutely.
On the YouTube.
Yes. Final seltzer of the day. Citrus Punch by Truly. Not a sponsor of the show, but that would be amazing. Truly. Reach out to us, beerBellyPod@gmail.com, like John said.
This is the second episode we've done for you, Truly. Sponsor us.
Seriously.
Although I was reading a recent article that was saying that sparkling alcohol is kind of on the decline now.
Yeah, it was really huge for a second, and now...
Good 2 years.
Yeah, well, they made their millions. They're fine. Or billions, for all we know.
But hey, I'm getting drunk for 400 calories and 9 net carbs. Thank God I'm having nothing but chicken after this.
So sexy. And I think I could invite you out to Tustin Brewing Co. after this. But I will not.
You guys going?
No.
You know they got rid of the wings, right? We've had this conversation.
No.
The wings are gone.
No.
Done.
Completely?
Gone.
Didn't you hear COVID is extinct?
AJ, it's like one of the only things they fucking removed from the menu. It was understand. A Friday. They posted at like 8 a.m. mango habanero wings. Yvonne and I were fucking hype. And we called them at 4 p.m. The guy tells us we don't have any more. He said we don't have any more wings. And we just thought when he said that it was mango habanero. And then we were like, oh, well, we'll take the chili lime. He's like, no, we don't sell wings at all anymore. It's off the menu. So first of all, why the fuck are you posting it that same day? And they didn't remove the story. The story was still there. Not until the following day, like 24 hours. Are you checking their menu? It's gone. I checked like 4 days ago, AJ. I checked on the regular. It
doesn't make sense to say that you have them. Hey, check out this shit. And
are they that expensive to make? How do you have pizza, but you don't have wings? You have beer. You have beer and pizza, but you don't got beer, pizza, and wings?
I don't like this. This is not a timeline I want to be a part of.
I hope you're listening, Tustin. I have not been back there since.
I mean, the wings are a go-to. Every time. Okay, I'm going to say this. If I had to estimate, John and I have been to... And this is just John and I, not even including the girls, but I would just say overall, at least in my experience, and John's probably been there way more than I have. Maybe 15, 20 times.
I will say that out of every single time I have been there, including you and the girls, about 100% of the time, I get the wings every time.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm so sad. Wow.
Are wings even that expensive to make? That's right. Why I don't understand why they would remove them. You got me all mad now.
I don't even know how this part of the conversation came up, but I am disappointed.
I'm not trying to talk smack because the chili cheese fries are still amazing. The pizza,
and I'll still go back, but it makes me really sad. It seems so unnecessary.
And then they haven't really been getting guest beers anymore. I remember in their prime, and that was the reason I fell in love with Tustin. Well, I mean, their beers are good, obviously, but they had guest beers and good guest beers.
Well, there you go. You've heard it. If you're listening to this episode at Tustin Brewery on Instagram, let them know. Hashtag bring back the wings.
Yep.
Hashtag bring back the wings.
BBW. But be careful when you look that up too. You might find some shit.
But you're also going to be representing Bring Back the Wings. But also, when the account clicks that hashtag, what does that even mean? Oh!
Is that John's ass eating his own ass?
Didn't even know that was possible. So here we go. Citrus punch. We finally. Never mind. Tropical citrus punch is what we're gonna have right now. This one seems to have a little hint of grapefruit, orange, and lime. That's cute. So again, to anyone who's going through ketosis right now, if you wanted to be on the John diet, 45 milligrams of sodium, not terrible.
That's not what you're looking
3
at.
grams of carbs, and
that's what you're looking at.
Couple grams of sugar.
It's the carbs.
4 milligrams of calcium, not bad.
When you're in keto, it's the carbs.
It's all about the carbs
you want to be. You want to be under. I mean, I've read multiple articles. A lot of them say under 20, but I've also read that depending on your weight, it's between 20 and 50. So,
oh wow!
But I try to stay under 20 just to be on the safe side. Because if I'm going through this fucking hell, if not having bread, I better achieve ketosis. Simple as that.
Strange.
So we're on the subject. Oh, let's taste this. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's taste it. Give a little simmer. Tell me the scent and the taste.
Tastes like artificial sugar. Tastes like somebody put some syrup, some sugar-free syrup in my Truly. Not enjoying it. Not enjoying any of these.
I'm not minding it. It tastes like it. You know what it reminds me of? You know when you eat Skittles or Starburst and it's like they get experimental tropical flavors out there and they're not as good as the original? That's what this reminds me of.
Okay. Makes sense. It's like your ugly third cousin is what you're basically saying, right?
But at least if you make love with that ugly third cousin,
it's not
don't have to worry. The odds of a second head are a lot less. Shout outs to all of you that have a second head, though. I respect that.
Shout outs to Game of Thrones.
There you go. I don't know what that means yet, but tell me the season.
What do you've seen the first episode, the first 3 episodes?
I've seen the first 2 seasons, I think.
With Cersei's and Jaime, their brothers, incest.
Oh, that's like the first episode, yeah.
Doing it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a whole Game of Thrones
hot too.
There's a prequel about the Targaryens where it's like the one brother and the 2 sisters, and again, I'm not gonna say it, but you should watch the video version. So
some Targaryen love. Yeah, I didn't when I watched the video episode. There's some mean hints being dropped right now visually speaking.
I won't say it because I'm against that. Unless it's your ugly third cousin, AJ, then I'm all about it.
Then it's okay at that point. Not your second cousin, definitely not your first cousin, but third cousin, all out. Have fun. We'll throw sprinkles at you while you're naked transforming. Go for
it. Oh my god. So Yvonne and I, my fiance, we rented a bike for 2 people, but you're side to side, and we went to a park called Maya Square Park, and it's like there's 4 corners, and each corner is about a mile long to get from the beginning to the end of it. Yeah, there is too many hills. We died. How am I even here drinking? So when we were heading back to return the bike, we were going down a hill.
Well, I saw that story on Instagram on Yvonne's account.
You saw that, right? So you didn't get the whole story, though. After she recorded that, about 20 minutes later, we went through another hill. Stuff. It's a bitch to get up. Oh, my God, we struggled. And then we got there, and my fucking foot pedal fell off.
What? Mm-hmm. What? I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep.
Oh.
Fell
so
right
she had
off.
To do
it? Yeah.
Did you take shifts?
Maybe, but in this story, no.
What did you have to do? Get behind and push, or what?
No, we never resorted to that. I did it for 5 minutes. She did it for 5 minutes. And
so you took shifts. Okay.
It was the worst. And then the worst part, I'm not trying to talk smack because we're gonna go back and do it. But when
describe real quick to anyone who's unfamiliar, maybe if they're from the Midwest, who knows? What does the device look like? What does the bike look like?
It looks like Midwest. Because I was gonna use a churro, man, but I don't think that works because we're talking Midwest.
Definitely not in the Midwest. No, not in the South. Maybe the South. They're closer to the border.
God, and I'm also trying not to be racist.
what the whole entire contraption looks like to help them understand what the situation was.
There's a nice little bench, 2 different seats for each person to pedal with their legs, 2 different handles But one of them's a dummy handle to make the person sitting there feel like they're important, but they're really not.
The younger sibling who you don't plug in the controller for.
Exactly. And then there's some nice shade just right over you. It's like a nice little shade thing over you. And yeah, I'm gonna do it again, even though it was fucking hell.
Even though you lost a pedal. What did you tell the company or the person that was standing at the shack?
I told him. I said, your pedal fell off about halfway. And he's like, I'm not surprised. That was it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for selling me the bike, bro, for the half hour I used it. Jesus Christ.
God damn it. Yeah. So
I'm not surprised. Though. What a fuckhead.
That's what he said. I mean, he was just like, I'm not surprised. You call me fat?
What
you talking shit about your bike?
I'm not surprised with those fat feet, bro. Jesus Christ. What a dickhead. Wow. Well, I'll say this. I've never heard of anyone losing a pedal before. Dear God. Have you ever considered just getting yourself like a decent bike? You could probably get one off like off-rip or something.
It's not something I'm ashamed of, AJ. I don't know how to ride a bike. You know this. I feel like you said that just so I can say it.
I set up the ball so you could spike it and I could laugh at it.
I don't give a shit.
I'm sure you have told me that you can't ride a bike before, but I don't remember you specifically saying that. I don't remember the moment that you've told me.
Yeah, never learned. I had a scooter.
Sin's never learned either. Sin's never learned. So it's okay.
All right, we're both a part of that club.
Mm-hmm.
That's the ugly third cousin club. Sin and I, you can let her know I said that too. Sin and I, we're both a part of that ugly third cousin.
Oh no, she's listening. And she's not happy about it. But also, it will be a kink in our very near future, though. So I'll say that much.
It happens.
And come August 17th, believe it will be a kink then too. Oh my God. Oh my God. Roll back the tapes. I just got seltzer right in my right eye.
You're going to lose that eye. Just pop it out already.
I know, right? That's got tropical punch. You can't go back from that. Or even worse, citrus punch.
You have so much imitation sugar in that can, your eye got cancer. I want you to know that.
Thank God it's only got 4 carbs in there. Otherwise, I'd be fucked.
3 carbs. Correct yourself, sir.
And 100 calories. If it had 105, I'd be done.
You'd be dead.
Right eye gone. Patch for future episodes.
Pirate.
Imagine if that happened. Like just one day I have to wear a patch for the rest of our episodes for the future.
Do you know all of the shit I would talk if that happened? I would talk all of the shit.
Give me your first nickname. I'm sure there will be more nicknames to come. But
Captain
what would
Curls.
be the first one? Okay.
Captain Curls.
That's a good one. That's a little on the nose, but I'll take it.
I don't give a
catchy.
Shit. It's catchy. Captain Curls. Yeah, you see now it's growing on you. You're thinking about it.
It's growing on me. It's on the nose, but I respect it. Thank you. By the way, to anyone who hasn't been aware, I text my boss about this. So just because in case it would become a concern, I hit her up and I was like, hey dude, just a heads up, I know my hair's getting a little long. The thing is, on that Palm Springs trip I took, my best friend asked me to be his best man a few months ago. And when we were on our trip, he also requested as his best man that I not cut my hair until the wedding. And she just laughed. She said, all right. And I just told her, hey, dude, if ever it gets to the point to where I feel like if you feel like I need to tie my hair back, I will. But until then, just let me know.
Let me see it, AJ. Turn to the side.
It's not, it's not the same as it being wet.
When was the last time you straightened it?
But it's a thing. It's a thing. You got to see.
No, that's looking nice.
Wet dough.
You're starting to look like you might be the lead singer of. You're looking like you might be the lead singer of the 1975.
Oh, I'll take that compliment all day. Matt Healy. Oh, all day.
Oh yeah, you should. He had nice long. Hopefully you don't lean towards Coheed and Cambria, but more towards 1975.
I take care of my hair. I'll say that. I take care of my hair, at least for the show. You should have seen me like 2 hours ago, though. I look like a monster.
It's not very afro-y. I've seen your hair full afro too. Your beard's actually kind of coming in. Yeah, of course.
I was going to say, I've noticed earlier you trimmed your beard again. Looks good.
Yeah.
What made you trim it? You trimmed it a lot.
I'm gonna be real with the listeners and the AJs. I have a really bad pulling habit, so
You've told me.
I had to cut it because I don't stop pulling.
Okay.
And I'm sure once it grows back, I'm gonna pull it, but I wanted to be at a nice length, so when I get married, I can ask a professional. I want a nice full long beard.
Do it up, yeah, nicely. That's cool.
So, but yeah, once it gets to like this length, then I start yanking.
That's what I need. I think that's what I need from my John, though. Like, just like an inch from the chin, at least, a good full inch and a half from.
Give me another 3 weeks. Quote me on this. 3 episodes from now, it'll be there. It kind of already is. Well, I shouldn't say that.
Okay.
Because I'm actually I'm grooming it more so now that when it's coming out more evenly and more full.
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice.
Yeah, it's the most fullest I've had it, and I think it's because I'm not just letting it grow out, and then I kind of try to shape it. I'm shaping it as it's growing out.
That's part.
So it actually might be a little shorter next week because this is a little bit longer than this. So who knows?
Oh wow, we'll see. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
This truly those kicking my butt. I'm feeling the 20% now. Cumulatively, that's what this is going to add up to.
That's like 4 shots of vodka, just so you know. We could have been done with the podcast about an hour ago.
At that point, we'd just been like, "What's the point?" Call it a day. It's been 5 minutes later.
Just line them up.
We can chug through the rest of this can if you want. I'll do it.
I'm about halfway.
I am too. About halfway-ish. Yeah. I'm enjoying our time here, though. As a nice welcome back to the show.
It's nice.
It's been too long.
I miss your face, AJ.
I miss
your face over the screen.
I haven't seen your face in person since Palm Springs, which, again, to anyone who isn't aware, was during our break. Again, but the break was way longer than I would have wanted, though. I'll say that.
It happens. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again, but
not for as long. That's for sure.
That Palm Springs trip was fun.
I will contradict one thing you said and say we did actually drink quite a bit that weekend, though.
No. I said that's when I started to slow down, but that day was
day 1 and 2, I think, but especially day 1.
Well, day 2 was more of a longer day of drinking. Day 1, we didn't show up until like 3 or 4. Day 2, we were there in the morning.
We got work done.
Yeah, we did.
I'll say this. That weekend actually did some good work for my credit score, so I appreciate that. That was actually really good.
Oh, nice.
Things worked out nicely. But I also had to make sure I saved some pennies for that weekend. It was crazy, but it was super fun. I'm glad you guys were able to make it.
So are we. I mean, that ended up being a lot of fun.
One thing I appreciate is that you came supplied and ready.
I feel like nowadays I always do. Whenever I go anywhere that's going to be more than a day, I usually try to bring like a 6 or 12 pack just to be prepped.
Just to last the day that you get there.
Oh yeah, we finished 12 beers in a day, almost, just
something like that, and that was outside of going out.
That was nothing like Redondo Beach, though. I don't know what we were on, but we were on a mission and we cleaned out that many fridge.
I think we were in love with our own spontaneity and the spontaneity of each other. Again,
makes sense.
Go back to some episodes like Getaway at Redondo Beach. We slightly reference it there. There's a couple episodes back where we talk about it more, but we had some good times. And if you ever get the chance to go to Redondo Beach, on the pier in particular, you'll find some great spots to hit up.
That place is really nice, right?
I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back. I've been wanting to do a day trip before it. Really have.
Oh shit. So something I found, you probably don't really know about the brewery, and I'm talking shit.
Call me a noob right now.
It's such a popular brewery. They're actually opening up one in Anaheim, but I didn't know this. I wish I would have known, but Smog City is on the way to Redondo. I think I've been there before, out to you and said,
in Glendora.
Yes, not the one in Torrance though. And that was the one I pointed out to you guys. So I recently found out that a extremely popular brewery, like I'm talking Russian River popular, was right across the street from it.
Smog
Literally
City.
right. No, not Smog City.
Oh,
it's another. It's called Monkish.
Yeah, no. Okay, dude.
Oh, yes.
I have told you
me,
about this. I've tagged you in this. They came from the East Coast in Boston in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
They're from the East Coast, bro.
You know you've had a Monkish beer, right?
I actually have some in the fridge that you and I need to drink.
Ooh, you know, I shared mine with yours. With you.
My brother-in-law bought us 2 that we need to share for the show. I've been waiting for an excuse for you and I to have an episode where we're actually in person together. They're still in my mom's fridge at her house.
Oh, I'm so down. We should find an episode to do it together. 17th.
Maybe the 7th.
I'm down. I mean, you're gonna have to come down over here though. I'm gonna be trashed on the 7th.
It would be fun. Are you planning to get trashed on the 7th, the last day?
I really want to go to RIP. I've been wanting to go to RIP a lot, so
I'm glad.
That might be the day.
Anyone who can travel to Orange County, go to RIP. That's with RIP with 2 I's in the name, RIP Brewery. Check it out.
in terms of quantity and even quality for IPAs, that's the place. I've said it before. You know, Russian River is my favorite brewery, but RIP is a close second. It's a super close.
I mean, to have that much quality within such a short distance from you is insane. Insane.
I live in Brewery Alley, man.
Yep.
And I can't go to any single one of them. I'm fucking drinking sugar-free shit or 1 gram of sugar shit. And not right.
The life you chose. This is the timeline you wanted to be a part of. Speaking of timeline,
we're trying to be that
I can't wait. Tonight, Sin and I are going to watch the new Loki that came out yesterday. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, you haven't seen it? Sylvie dies.
Fuck you. Head right off, clean off, no blood.
Right. Oh, yeah. Not in this show. It's Disney. They don't show blood.
Okay.
But head right off.
You talked about Captain Falcon, Captain America, and Winter Soldier. But there's one thing that you and Peter said recently, again during the break, that I really appreciated, and I agree with, and Sin agrees with also in that I think Loki probably has the strongest start to all the series that are on Disney Plus so far.
Well, because it started in a fucking Avenger movie.
Yeah, that's a fair point. It's not completely original, but once it gets going after the first 20 minutes, it becomes its own thing. It's quickly.
Really good. I like it a lot. And it's supposed to set up the multiverse. It's supposed to educate you on the multiverse. So when you're actually watching Spider-Man, you're not confused.
Right. Well, I mean, they also said the same thing about WandaVision, which I can see why.
There's no multiverse in the WandaVision, is there?
Well, they also said that WandaVision, back in the day, before WandaVision even came out, like a year before it came out, they said that WandaVision was going to blend right into the Multiverse of Madness, the new Doctor Strange movie. It's going to be like a preamble to that. That's
next year. Loki, I mean, from my understanding, from the few articles I've read, it's supposed to really educate you on this multiverse, which is already kind of has. Like, we know when the other 2 Spider-Man show up, they're going to be variants. And that's stuff we're learning in Loki. And that's what I fucking love about Disney, that they're really planning this shit out. They're having these shows talk about the multiverse. So then when you go and see the movies and you throw them all of the money, you're already educated on what's going on. It's true. I'm not just walking into Spider-Man and saying, what the fuck is going on? It's, I should have watched Loki, and even What If, because What If is supposed to be multiverse.
They released a new trailer today. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
I did. I made sure to see it just for the show.
And
I'll say it's pretty damn good. It's a good trailer.
They specifically say in that trailer to multiverse.
Yep.
So these 2 shows are going to educate us on what's going on, so that Disney does, or the main movies don't have to waste time explaining it. You should have watched Loki. You should have watched What If. It's great. I love the planning.
Yes, exactly. I'll say 2 things right now. One, unrelated slightly, but I wish it received the same care. I wish the Star Wars trilogy that they had would have received that same amount of care and planning. I really wish
they didn't
it would
have.
Kevin Feige. I really wish it would have.
They didn't have a Kevin Feige.
But they had the MCU as an example of planning and making things work if you put forth the effort and take the time to make a timeline written before you actually shoot it.
Yeah.
I mean, not making shit up as you go along and hope it sticks and works together, which it didn't.
They bought the franchise, and literally that same day, they said, write a movie. Write 3 movies.
Write a trilogy. And also, you're only going to direct 2 out of the 3 movies. And also, we're not going to expect you to write the 3rd movie either, or to direct the 3rd movie. So, have fun. Okay, next thing I'll say, I'll probably bring that up every now and then. But also, I forget the other point I was going to make. Oh, yes.
Mandalorian is the best Star Wars ever Star Wars? Yes.
It starts with an M, but not Mandalorian. I hope they put the same amount of care into if they use the term mutants, when that comes into play.
They're not going to.
They're going to one day. I thought Feige had said so.
Is it mutants? Yes, it's not X-Men. I think it's the other way around. Because Stan Lee tried to use the word mutants, and they told him that people would not accept that. And I think that's why he called them X-Men. You're right. That was the story.
Okay. Well, whatever. Eventually,
when whatever me, AJ.
Eventually, when X-Men become a part of the MCU, I hope they take that much care and planning into it. That's my point. That's my point.
Did you see the cock tease that God, what's his name? The Wolverine actor. God, I know his name.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman did recently.
No.
You didn't see the little juggle? The little juggle? No.
What is he tickling balls?
He said something along the lines on the caption. Had a meeting with Kevin Feige, and he posted an image of like the Wolverine claws.
No way. No way. So he's not done as a Wolverine?
I mean, for all we know, he could have just talked about who he thinks should be his successor.
Take up the mantle?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But he did a cock tease a little bit. And we all know the mutants are happening, and they're probably going to be coming from these
right around the corner. Probably a year or 2 from now.
2 years from now, we'll get an announcement that we'll see it 5 years from now. They've already announced phase 1. We're gonna get teases. Don't get me wrong.
Phase 1.
Did you hear the Blade tease?
No.
Are we watching?
Are you talking about like a year or 2 ago?
No. Are we watching the same Loki show?
I don't remember that.
That still doesn't click.
Well, no. I will say this: I like the references that have happened in the show that I recognize, that Sin and I recognize, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man!
Oh no!
Stay woke, man. Stay woke.
You're right. And I hold on.
Again. Stay woke.
I called this out when it happened. I'm sorry. You're right. I called it out when it happened, but I did not connect it to Blade. I connected to Morbius though.
That's not
Mobius,
but MCU. That shitty Jared Leto.
Movie? Jared Leto. Yeah. He's a vampire.
You're talking about the crappy Joker? Yeah. That's what you're talking about. That's who you're
talking about. A great actor and musician who happens to not be the best Joker in the world.
Oh, you mean the one time he portrayed a comic book character? Yeah, you're right.
Twice, kind of.
Twice? Morbius isn't out yet. Morbius is probably going to be good, but at the same time, it might not be.
I wonder if that movie will come out now. It's been so long since we've heard about it.
And it's a Sony Pictures. There's no Marvel influence on it. It's like
be trepidatious. Venom. Be trepidatious.
It's not going to be good.
And mine 8 probably won't be.
No, but
it's not Jared Leto's fault. It's just he gets himself involved with the wrong studio. I think.
Again, this is a nod and a wink to Blade when he said, "We've caught several different things and yada yada vampires." Right away, I looked at Yvonne and I was like, "He's talking about Blade."
I looked at Sin and I said Morbius.
Oh man, AJ, so much I have to teach you on. So much, so much.
I know. But honestly, my head went to Morbius. They're going ahead with it. We'll see what happens. And I got hype though. I did get hype, but time will only tell.
It's a different universe. I think it's literally going to be a part of the Tobey Maguire universe that has no connection to the MCU. Because you've seen like those fun little snippets where there's like a poster of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
His actual suit.
Yeah, it's like in that one trailer they released a year ago. There's like literally a poster of that Spider-Man. And I'm pretty sure Marvel did say this is strictly a Sony movie.
Well, they haven't taken ownership over any of the two.
Exactly. If this movie ends up being big, there's no reason for him not to bring them in. But true. I think that's like their scapegoat is like Venom. Venom is not an MCU movie.
Oh, and they don't take ownership over it at all.
But if the second one does amazing, because Andy Serkis is directing it, and I have high hopes because it is Andy Serkis directing it, hopefully it becomes a part of the MCU. I would like to see a Spider-Man versus Venom, not the shitty Spider-Man 3.
But Spider-Man versus Venom would be sick as hell. And Spider-Man versus Venom versus Carnage would be even better, you know?
Or I would agree with you.
All right, well, I think that'll call it for this episode of Beer Belly. Again, as John might have mentioned earlier, in the description of each episode on your favorite podcast app, we have linked our socials. So if you want to shout out what we need to talk about next, what we need to drink next, whether John is in ketosis or not, because ketosis is ending actually kind of soon, within the next couple months. 3 weeks. Very soon. Let us know. We can always backlog it as well. But do remember that we do have some fun drinks ahead of us that John referenced earlier. We have some beers that I'm kind of hyped for.
Oh, so
we're going to get dirty. We're going to get messy. And we're going to get drunk.
As always.
At BeerBellyPod on the socials. Let us know what we should be talking about next. Let us know what we should be drinking next. Yeah. And it's going to be a fun ride. And John is going to keep on burping. Eruptively.
Yep.
But as every episode should end, can we have the weekly words of wisdom from John?
Yeah, 100%. Don't do a keto diet. It's the worst. You'll be resorted to drinking Trulies. That's it.
That said, Truly sponsor the show, please. Thank you so much. Have a good one. This has been Beer Belly. We're nearing episode 40, if not quite yet. Bye.